Okay, let's go to what we call factoring monomials. Now, a monomial is where you can have what we call a coefficient and a variable. So it's just one term. So like, for example, like if we have 4x, this is what we call a monomial. Now, when we say coefficient, this right here, this number in front of the variable is called a coefficient, and then this x right here is what we call the variable. Okay. Now, the thing is, for the variable, you can have as much power, like as many exponents as you want. So you can have x to the 5, x to the 5th, or whatever. Alright, but now what we want to do is we want to factorize these monomials. Okay. So for example, if we have 25n squared, okay, we want to factorize this monomial. Now, to do this, let's first factorize the coefficient. So we know that that 25 is, what is that? If we do the factoring tree, 5 times 5, right? Now we want to put in prime factorization form. So, is this a prime number? Yes, it is. And how many are there? There's 2 of them. So it becomes 5 squared times, and in this this case, we can just let's see. Yes. In this case, we can just leave it as n squared. So pretty much, it's not very hard because your variables are already in exponent form. You don't really have to reduce it out. All right. But what you have to realize is that when it says n squared, right? I want you to just make a note that n squared also means n times n. Okay. So let's try it this way then. Let's do another problem. And what I want you to do is, for example, let's do 36x cubed. I want you to factorize everything. I want you to put the coefficient in prime power form, but I just want you to factorize x to the 3rd power. What does x to the 3rd power mean? Okay, so see, 36. What are the factors of 36? Well, they can be 6 times 6, right? And then we can further factorize these out to 2 times 3, 2 times 3. So there are, how many 2's are there? There's 2 2's, right? So 2 to the 2nd power. How many 3's are there? There's 3 to the 2nd power. Okay, and now for the variables, I don't want you to keep it like this. I want you to expand it. So this would be x times x times x. Okay, now let's do a couple of others. Now this time I want you to keep everything in prime factorization, prime power form. Okay. Okay. So we have here 18xy. I want you to factorize the whole thing. Okay, so what are the factors of 18? We have 9 times 2, or you can use 6 times 3, doesn't matter. And 9 reduces down to 3 times 3. Okay, so the factors of 18 are 3 squared times 2, right? Then we have a factor of x times that of x, and then y. So it's not too hard to factorize monomials.